Hey everybody, Dirk here. Welcome once again to the Dungeon Laboratory. It's been a little while. Figured I'd throw up a new video. So what you see before you is my take on an optical theremin. This is an op-amp based theremin. It's very, very simple. So let's see here. Well, there's two circuits in here. One is basically your oscillator. And there was a voltage controlled amplifier section in here as well. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it to work the way I wanted it to. So I went with something that was even simpler to do. A part of that circuit is being utilized still. That's inside of here. Let's see if I can open this without destroying anything. So there's all the guts. So the circuit on the left is the VCO, and the circuit on the right is a VCA. And that part of the section, that side of this IC that's right here, is for one of the waveforms. So basically, you have three waveforms: you have square, triangle, and sine. I still have to scope everything out and make sure what switches are doing what, because basically you have one switch that's up here for your square and triangle, and the triangle waveform also gets fed into this IC that's right here to shape it into a sine wave, which is on this potentiometer here, and this potentiometer switch goes over to this potentiometer that's right here, basically. So you can switch between, your different waveforms and whatnot. So instead of using the VCA, it's basically there. If I come up with something else, I'll do it. But this seems to work pretty good. It's nothing more than a volume pot. This is a logarithmic pot right here for volume, and I got these what are they? Light dependent resistors, LDR, I believe that's what they're called. Light dependent resistors. I have two of them right here. So one is for your oscillator, and one is going to be for the volume. And I got this set down pretty far to where it does get pretty loud, and then in full darkness, it's damn near silent. You can barely hear anything coming out of the amplifier, which I'm using right now. And yeah, it works really, really well. I'll probably draw up a circuit here. This is from a circuit that I've built before a long time ago. My first op-amp based sound box, basically, that uses a plus minus voltage. This uses plus minus 12. If somebody were to build this and maybe they wanted to use battery packs, you can use a couple 9 volts for plus minus 18, or you can either use one single 9 volt and use a voltage divider to have a plus minus 4.5 volts. I think it would work on that. I haven't tested it, but I think it would work. So I think these op amps use I think it goes up to like, yeah, I would say 4 to 12 volts, maybe even a little bit more, 16. I think you'd have to look at the data sheets, but if anybody was interested in something like this, I could draw up a quick schematic. It's pretty simple. So basically, you have 1, 2, 3 ICs being used. This part right here, this IC up here, is not really being used. That's part of the voltage controlled amplifier. But yeah, it's all pretty simple. So then you have your potentiometer here to kind of just to set your volume, and this is to set the frequency kind of range that you want to play with, and that's basically what it is. And I got these darked out as best I could. So then if you close it up, it should work still, hopefully. I did have, because this one's kind of flopping around here still because I was testing which side would be better to use. So I basically have this resistor, that resistor hooked into the positive part of this potentiometer. And this being the lowest, being minus 12, and this being the highest, positive 12. And that's about it. You got your output jack, and then on the back here is a CV input for the oscillator, but it doesn't really work as well as I had planned it to work. Because then you can't set a frequency range. It's just oscillates at a certain frequency range, and you don't have any playability anymore. But you can hook this into other things. So I have a voltage controlled filter and an LFO for more fun. I'll put you guys over here. Like I said, I'm not a musician. I can't play these things, and a theremin is a very hard thing to learn how to play. It takes a lot of time, but I thought this would be a really fun thing to build. It's really simple that anybody could build. Because I'll show you guys. I have my other theremin that's over here before I turn this on. As you can see, I had it finished up with the two antennas here. The only problem is I believe I made a ground, possibly a ground loop or an antenna, I forget. I'm pretty sure Sparky's going to put that in the comment below. And his suggestion was to cut a slit right here and just copper clad so that this is not a closed ring, but it's an open ring. So that might fix that. If not, I'm going to have to build this on some other type of board, something like that, because I think what this is doing is it's adding way too much capacitance, and it's throwing this way out of tune. I would have had a update video on this already, but I don't, because it looks really smart. I like how it looks. But yeah, that's going to be for another day. I figured I'd take a break and play with this instead. So we'll turn this on, and we'll just turn it on normally. Right. So let's see here. As you can see, I put my hand all the way on it. And there's your volume. Let me add a little bit of effects. You do even more echo. I believe that's a triangle. Or it could also be the sine wave. So, yeah, I basically turned my lights out because they're very sensitive, obviously. I hope this video doesn't go on too damn long. Just kind of wanted to showcase this and what it can do. So we'll put it into the filter that's over here. It should be going still. Oh, yeah, that's right. Turn off the volume. Right. So put this into the filter, and the filter is being controlled by this LFO right now. But turn the lights out again, so it's a little. Sounds like it's like 1 1 1 1. So yeah, that's basically a basic demonstration. Obviously, if I had taken, a lot more time, I could probably have to, learn how to play this, because it obviously it works very, very well, and it's incredibly simple, and you can add a bunch of effects to it, and have a load of good times. It's fun for the whole family. So, yeah, if anybody's interested, for a schematic, I'll gladly draw one up for you. Just for this unit, this is something completely different. And most of these circuits are from Music from Outer Space, the website. I just modified it a little bit more with some additional circuitry. And that's basically it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and this is going on for 13 minutes, and hope you stuck by long enough to watch everything. So yeah, cheers guys. Thanks for watching.